Good day. I just made but in the last day or so, I just made a real quick, well, half an hour, for me that's quick, video on how to make the best fly trap I've ever been exposed to. Okay, it works so well that I had to spread the word. And then a few people commented back on it saying that they'd like to actually see me make it. With the explanation that I gave out, I didn't expect that would be necessary, but I'm pleased to accede to their demands. Okay. As I said before, it's very easy. I'll go ahead and turn you around, and I think I have a little bit of a thing on the lens, so pardon me for a second while I rub this lens, or rather clean the lens off. That's a little better. Okay, the easy part about this is very few ingredients. You need a liter bottle, okay, which I already put just about half with warm water from the tap, and it only needs to be warm because I just want to make the cup of sugar dissolve faster in there. You need a cup of vinegar, you need a cup of sugar, you need a banana peel, water, and a 1 liter container, 1 liter bottle. In this case, it's clear. It could be any other, it could be one of those light green ones, could be a colored plastic one. It doesn't make any difference because it's not the color that attracts the flies, it's the scent coming from the mixture that's going to be down in here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you right over here. Should be able to hear me easily, should be able to see me easily. And I'll get you up a little bit. I think I've got you. Okay, so number one, got the water in there nice and warm. Putting the sugar in the water. Got a little plug there. The only other noise, thankfully it's not thankfully. I was kind of hoping to be able to sleep in now that I'm retired. And it's like the curse. You work all your life to be able to sleep in. And what happens? You're getting old enough now, your metabolism slows down enough now. You don't need as much sleep to balance out your body as you had to before. Now I wake up at ungodly times of the day. Like for instance, right now it's 6:30 in the morning. I would have loved to have slept in till 9 or so. My body doesn't care. It says, ding, you've had enough sleep, time to get up. All right, got the sugar in there. Doing a little mix up. Looks pretty good. Looks like it's mostly mixed up. I don't see any in the bottom. Okay. Now that's mixed. Okay, now we're putting a liquid in a liquid, so that ought to be easy also. In this case, I'm using the white vinegar. You could use the wine vinegar or any of the other colored vinegars. Again, it's not the color, it's the scent that it puts out that attracts the flies. And that's a cup, or close enough. As we used to say, close enough for government work. Okay, this goes in the sink for rinsing. This goes in the sink for rinsing. And we thoroughly mix this up. Now, looking at it, I don't really see like a layer of vinegar, a layer of water. So the density must be fairly close to the density of the sugar-rich mixture. But not being a chemist or an actual honest to gosh scientist, it makes no difference. Alright, that's thoroughly mixed, or mixed enough. Now, the hard part about this, just getting this into the container. And I have found in the past that strip these into smaller strips and it's much easier. Like so. Smaller strip. Plus, if it's smaller strips, you're exposing more surface area to the liquid that will assist it in the rotting, decomposition process. And here's our last piece. Now, just for kicks and giggles, we put it through a little shake also. If for no other reason than just to coat the banana peel. Now, as you can see, I'm almost where I want to be. Light one out. I'm almost where I want to be when it comes to filling this up with water. Straight, and the part that's curving to the neck, okay, starts right there where this line is formed. All I've got to do is just fill up the last, well, it's almost like just the thickness of a finger, and it'll be ready to go. I've already preheated for the thorough mixture of the sugar. Already preheated the water. Okay, and that's it. This is now no longer needed. All right, the cap. My wife saves these for the code in there, and while we're not getting any royalties or anything like that from the Coke company, it has been a very good process for the Coke rewards that the Coca-Cola company puts out, and we get, mainly what we do is we take advantage of their inexpensive rewards of the movie theater tickets. Take advantage of that. My wife drinks gallons of Diet Coke, and she takes advantage of the Coke rewards. So we'll just set that over here. Now the next thing is, let's say the flies around your house, due to your habits of like the dogs pooing in the backyard, or maybe you're not sealing up the garbage scent enough on the side of your house, or it might not even be your fault, it might be your neighbor's. But let's pretend that you've got enough flies around your home that the flies are invading your house and coming in, every 2 or 3 of them every time you open your door, go outside and come back in. All right, and you want to have this in the house. Well, to some people that's not very appetizing, right? So let's see an easy thing to do. Just get some of this Reynolds wrap, the aluminum foil. Okay. Alright, let's see if I can make progress with this thing. That appears to be enough. Quick judge. Plenty long enough that all you got to do is get a little bit of tape, which is what I'm going to get right now, so pardon me for a second. Got a little bit of the big cellophane tape. I know this stuff works well. Alright, let's see if I can lay this down flat and then come on, let me go. Put it about halfway. Okay. Now we got a nice anchor for this aluminum foil. And you just turn it around. You're just making a little shield to keep this from looking too terribly bad inside your house. You won't have to worry too much about the neighbors coming over and talking about how you're making some kind of a strange concoction in there, or making your own moonshine if they don't know what moonshine looks like, and they see a liquid with a banana in it. They might mistake that for you making some kind of a strange brew. And what I'm doing now is I'm just taking little bits of the tape and anchoring the free end to the rest of it. Okay, now, piece of cake. You've got it more or less hidden. You could put it anywhere in your house, and while it won't look like something you would have bought it at the store, or it won't look like a decoration in your house, it is now a fly trap waiting for a fly to smell it. You can put it in your kitchen. You can put it, if you keep household garbage near your kitchen, you can put it by that to attract it away from the household garbage. We used to have household garbage for years and years and years. You know, not the whole house. We used to take most of the garbage out, but the stuff that you used to, use for the kitchen, we had a can. We had a garbage can sitting right about in here, okay? And we had all the different problems. We wouldn't empty it for 3 or 4 or 5 days, or maybe on a weekly basis, which wound up being a bad thing, because some of the stuff that we would put in there by that time would start putting out a little bit of a odor, and attract flies that might have not have ever been attracted in there. Even at a time, we would find some of the fly babies in there, also known as pupae, crawling around inside there, which was pretty disgusting. So I changed things a little bit. You know, everybody's got those plastic bags from the store, okay? Whether it be, no matter what store it is, you see them forever, everywhere. My wife got a container that you stuff them in when you're done with them, and we've had that forever. But I got the idea one time that I needed to make or buy something that the plastic bags would hang on, and that we could put the garbage in that and take it out right away. And that's what we've adopted. Don't recall where we got this. Might have been at the store Bed Bath & Beyond. It might have been at the dollar store, but I don't remember it being expensive at all. But it might have been at the local flea market, where they have this one fella that has a whole selection of household gear. But here we are, right at the place where my wife might be, peeling potatoes. Any of that stuff could be put right in there immediately, in case, ever so often you will get somebody who's made a hole in the bottom. So I put a drainer underneath it, so that if any of it drains in there, it'll go right into the sink. But this has been a godsend, because every morning when I get up, anything that accumulated in the day before, I get up, take it off this holder, this rack right here, and tie it in a knot and take it out and put it in the garbage, which is emptied every week at our neighborhood. Now this wasn't in this exact form when I bought it. Okay, right about in here, it was bent so that it would hang on top of something like that, maybe hang on this, right? But I flattened it out, and I attached it to the cabinet so that it would be right where it was most wanted. And it's been a godsend. So if you guys ever have a problem with flies in the house because you have no place to put your garbage except once a week empty out your house, use this. Utilize these bags that a lot of people accumulate and usually wound up throwing those away, and you'll find that the odor of your house is improved greatly. The insects are not attracted to the inside of your house at all. I mean, I've seen one fly, like I've said before, and well, it just makes things nice and not antiseptic, but at least healthier. Okay, so I hope this helps, or rather makes the people that actually wanted me to see to make this fly trap on the camera happen. And I don't know how much better it's going to be than just the description I had, but for those of you that actually need to see somebody do it, there you go, right? And so we'll see you in the next video. All right, bye bye.